In the last video, we made everything from the ground up, making basic systems and mechanics for the game loop. But still, there isn't much spice, you can call it, that actually makes the game fun. It's like eating spaghetti without the cream. It's just pasta and very bland. So today in this devlog, we are going to add the cream for the game. There are literally so much things I want to add in this devlog, but I'll mainly be focusing on the RNG mechanics that will make the game feel more lively and unpredictable in some aspects, and also a system overhaul, because the last few versions I made were very much not organized and it's kinda annoying right now. So yeah, without further ado, let's go. So I explained a little bit about the dialogue system in the last video, but I quote unquote borrowed a system from the dev forum. Shout out to Dev, the one who made it, and modified it a little because it looks pretty bland, and I made it more fish-like. So now it looks like this, but there is still some bugs. If you interact with an NPC and go too far, it literally just breaks. It's permanently on your screen and there is nothing I can do for this because the system is not mine. I didn't make this, so we'll just have to wait, or I'll need to entirely rewrite it myself, but I'm not planning to do that right now. It works decently for the time being. I won't explain this in detail, but because the last few versions were very messy and it's kind of annoying having to make that folders for a single mechanic, I decided to ditch the normal way of scripting, I guess you can call it, and go for OOP, which is object-oriented programming, and make mechanics using model scripts instead of the usual local and server scripts, which is way easier to replicate things and organize a bunch of stuff. And also, it's not very easy to use commands like /set cache if I wanted to test things, which is very helpful considering the amount of bugs in the game. And yeah, that's basically it. There's really no updates or a new system, it's really just technical stuff. I know this is the third or fourth time I've done this, but the phone is basically the main system that the player uses, and I feel like I have to make it as clean as possible. So here we are. I decided to make the apps using Fusion. Most of you who aren't experienced game devs like me probably don't know what that is, but basically it's just a way to create UIs easier and make it more reactive. It's basically like CSS and it's really easy to use. Also, I changed some of the icons and stuff to make it look cooler, and I added a battery icon and Wi-Fi, which isn't really used for anything, but it makes the phone look more phony. Yeah. RNGs are a big reason why games like Lumber Tycoon 2, which adds rare trees, and other RNG based games become so engaging. The unpredictability of what you'll get next or next time adds excitement, keeps the gameplay fresh, and encourages the players to come back. That's why I want to integrate RNG into my own game. To be clear, RNG is different from gambling. RNG is about random outcomes like loot drops from defeating a boss in an RPG and doesn't require spending money at all. Gambling, on the other hand, typically involves spending real or premium currency for a chance at a reward, like loot boxes or pay-to-win mechanics found in your typical simulator games. By the way, while ranks isn't a feature in Lumber Tycoon 2, I think it creates a sense of progression. That's why I'm adding it, so it's more engaging and adds a sense of purpose to the players who are playing it. So now, how do I add RNGs? The easiest way is to probably add one or two variants of package that the player can deliver to the customer, like gold and rainbow ones, that vary in value if delivered, and that's what I'm going to do. I couldn't think of anything else, so yeah. Also, I'll probably add RNGs to the customer too, like the one in my restaurant, where you can get different customer that pay differently. But now, let's first make the models of the package variants.
Several months later.
So this is what I made for the package. Also, I added weight varieties to add more RNGs too, and it looks great right now. For the chances, I'll just make the normal ones 94%, gold 5%, and rainbow 1%. Do not make it too overpowered. And I'll make the gold ones 2 times the price and rainbows 5 times. Next are the ranks. You're probably wondering why, right? Well, I took inspiration from Uber, where you have this kind of tiers from gold, diamond to platinum. So I decided to make one like that, but starting from bronze. So the more deliveries you do, the more benefits you get, to encourage players to spend more time actually delivering stuff. Considering that this is a delivery simulator and the player spends most of their time driving a car, I probably should have added some more cars, right? But it's kind of hard. You'd have to make a ton of models and configure their suspensions and other stuff. So I added car types: Rusty, Normal, and Elect. Well, looking at this from my perspective, this game has improved a lot. And that's an understatement. Looking back from the first version, I couldn't even imagine I could make it into this. I plan to improve this game more and release it on September. But there isn't a map yet for this game, so you'll probably see it on the next one. Plus a lot more stuff. So yeah.